Good evening and welcome back to the West Ham Network for your Hammers headlines in association with the guys over at kumb.com. Again, go and check out their website and their forum. Today's version of Hammers headlines is the 6th of July and time is flying by, and there's story after story after story, and we keep bringing them to you as we normally do every single day through mid-week, Monday through to Friday. If you are new around here, please make sure you do go and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. That bell notification will then notify you when our shows do go live. Go and check out my daily show I did earlier on today talking about why West Ham could sign Dwight McNeil from Burnley. Good content, gives you a lot of insight into the player himself and why I think he could be a West Ham player come the start of the new season. But there is plenty to get moving on with, and that is why I'm going to get started on today's show. And first up is the news about Armando Broja. Now, you are starting to see West Ham hone in on several transfer targets. Now, it has been rumoured and reported widely that he hasn't travelled with Chelsea on their pre-season tour. Now, let me add to this. That has been unconfirmed reports so far. Now, the Albanian international who spent last season on loan at Southampton and his form earned his interest from several clubs, including West Ham, who have made apparently him our number one target. Now, the 20-year-old was expected to be part of the Chelsea squad and go on tour later this week, but several reports are saying that Tuchel has decided not to take him, and he is going to be staying in London. Now, Broja obviously will not be happy with that decision if that is true, and he wants an answer on his future by the end of the week, according to the report. And if this is true, then surely that sealed his fate at Chelsea. And Broja does have all the abilities and the qualities to really become a top player in the Premier League, but also at West Ham, because you feel like his style of play fits to within what David Moyes is looking for. And it seems as though Chelsea have already made their minds up if they aren't taking him on tour. So West Ham may want to start opening up talks and getting these negotiations on board. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about Broja and West Ham potentially entering talks with him. But we will move on to the next story, and that is the fact that Watford are looking to reduce their wage bill by 30% for the up-and-coming Championship campaign, and that could open the door for West Ham to bring in Sar and Dennis to the London Stadium. Now, back on the 4th of July, the Athletic had reported that Watford were looking to offload upwards of 18 players, ridiculous amount of players to get off the books, including Sar and Dennis, if suitable bids did come in for the duel. And the news that Watford are looking to cut their wage bill presents a perfect chance for David Moyes to find some really, really strong value, and he's desperately searching for in this transfer window. And Watford will be inclined to try cash in on the pair for slightly less than what they're probably worth. And both players would absolutely add some much-needed attacking depth for Moyes to utilise. And they do have a good amount of Premier League experience, considering they're not yet to enter the prime of their careers. Now, it was reported also on the 5th of July that both players didn't travel on Watford's pre-season tour to Austria, as doubts continue to grow over their futures. Now, Moyes will have to act fast to secure this duel if he is going to try and bring them to the London Stadium. And we haven't sometimes acted quickly enough in the market thus far, hence the reason some of these transfers are going, or links are going elsewhere to other clubs. But I can see real value by bringing Sar and Dennis into the club for a reasonable fee, and it would really add value to our squad 100%. So leave your comments in the section below as we discuss bringing Sar and Dennis in. Now, last but not least, Mark Warburton joined West Ham as an assistant coach only a few weeks ago. However, he is making strides in his role, fitting into the West Ham setup really, really lovely, to be honest, and he really has, and he looks like he's at home. And I got to see it firsthand, to be honest, when I was at the training camp last week at St Andrews. His attention to detail in every session was obvious to see. His ability to engage with any player from any background and from any age is absolutely fantastic. And he knows exactly what he wants, and he knows how to get it from each of the player. And wherever he has been, Warburton makes his teams play in an attacking style on the front foot, prepared to take advantage of the opposition weakness by scoring goals. But at the same time, he is astute enough to know that you cannot attack by abandoning your back line. And in a recent interview, Mark Warburton said, I think I'm a more attacking style, to be honest. That's very basic terms. He says, when you look at it, there are certain levels below which players can't do certain things. So if you're working with Premier League players at certain clubs on 6 figures a week, for example, they can do A, B, C, D, and E. And then you go down a scale, certain players, they can only do A, B, C, and D, but not E. And then it keeps going down the leagues. And that's how it works. So if you're looking to buy someone for millions of pounds and you look at to spend £5,000 a week, they'll do certain things for you. They won't be the full package, but they're going to cost you £50 million and a certain amount of money per week. So that's a big thing. So I recognize working with and developing really good young players, which he did, by the way, at Brentford and QPR, how to maximize the attributes of the players, which of course is exactly what David Moyes loves to do with his players, getting the best and bringing them up to the standard that he wants them to. Works with Andrea Gray, Jota, Alex Pritchard, Alan Judge at Brentford, Ben Berreton and Asom Belonga at Forest. And then, of course, Eberechi Eze and Chair at QPR. And he says, in terms of West Ham, which is a top 10 Premier League team pushing hard for the top 6, you have to say, right, what do West Ham really do well? Would it in any way be negatively impacted? But at the same time, can I add something to the attacking side of the play because of the quality of players we have here? He says, look at the quality of players in the squad, and the manager's keen to add to that as well. So I have to add something to that to find my attacking philosophy, but make sure it's never to the detriment of what's been done already. And Warburton really has settled in well at the club and added, it's obviously a testament to the quality of coaching staff here that they've got at West Ham. And he says that you've got a vast of experience. He brings in people for a reason, and you have to contribute to that and add value to do a great job that they're already doing. So it's nice to come in, to be introduced immediately, to get involved immediately because you don't come to stand and watch. You want to come in and involved and try and contribute where you can. He says the manager and him go way back a few years away from football. They used to play a bit of golf, very rarely. And it's important to get on well and have chemistry in whatever you do. Otherwise, it doesn't work. He said the manager's developed a chemistry with the staff in here, and I've been looking around, and there's some very good people here. So I think there must be a really pleased with the quality environment that he's created. And now, if you're not aware of West Ham's coaching setup, it is different to many Premier League clubs. Moyes has assisted by 4 experienced assistant coaches, 3 of whom have managed English Football League clubs in their own right, and the 4th of whom is part of the England coaching staff rather than an assistant manager and more junior first team coaches. And the better the people they want to work, they want to contribute, and they want to play their part. So therefore, you can see why Warburton's coming in and making his mark. Moyes is in the know. He absolutely does. Warburton finally says people have their roles and what they do. Simple fact is that West Ham have had 2 excellent seasons. So my job isn't to come in and rock the boat. My job is to come in and have a look, and with the manager and staff here, hopefully add a bit of value, bit of quality to allow us to move forward in the right direction. So let me know your thoughts on Mark Warburton. What do you think he's brought to West Ham so far in his short time of being at West Ham? Anyway, that brings an end to today's Hammers headlines. Like I said, if you are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can click the join option for the channel membership as well. And as we always do, we like to say thank you very much for all the support. Stay safe and join us again tomorrow for another cheeky West Ham daily and Hammers headlines. Stay safe, everyone. Come on, you Irons.